We all love a good on-screen romance, but nothing makes the romance better than when the couple actually gets together in real life. You won't believe how some of these couples officially came together. Make sure you watch this video until the end to hear more about Dove Cameron's love story. Is this your first time here? Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more. Today, we are showing you 10 cute Disney couples who met on set. Vanessa Hudgens and Zac Efron. One of the original cute Disney couples was Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. When the film came out, High School Musical, it was all anyone could talk about. It was the story of how two seemingly different teenagers could come together through music and love and win their school's talent competition. The two dated for a while before finally going their separate ways. In a 2015 interview, Hudgens finally admitted why the two broke up. She says that she went through a phase where she was really mean because she was so fed up. Girls had been running after Efron since his stardom in the Disney Channel original movie, and it got to be too much for Hudgens. She said that she eventually realized that being mean wasn't good. She continued to say that she would rather spread the love and be a good person. Though it didn't work out, and Hudgens is now reportedly in a new, happy relationship, she says that she doesn't regret anything about that time in her life. The star believes that everything that she has done in her career and personal life has gotten her to the point that she's at today, and because of that, she wouldn't have changed a thing. So, though it doesn't seem like we will be getting a reunion anytime soon, we are happy that Hudgens seems content. Joe Jonas and Demi Lovato. It's the age-old story of boy meets girl, except this time the boy happened to be a part of a super famous boy band and the girl was a rising star. We're talking about Demi Lovato and former Jonas Brothers star, Joe Jonas. The two worked together on the set of Camp Rock, and once they fell for one another, it was hard to keep it a secret. After they finished filming Camp Rock 2, The Final Jam, it was only a matter of time before fans found out about the romance. She said that she had wanted to share her happiness with her fans. She wanted to shout from the rooftops that she was so in love, but she eventually learned that a public relationship can mean a very public split. She told People magazine that she would probably go public again with a relationship when she marries somebody. Lovato is now really close friends with Joe's younger brother, Nick, but Joe isn't upset about it. In a recent interview, he said that you would think that Nick and Demi were siblings sometimes. They pick on each other and play games. He also said that Demi is a great listener, so she is a great support system for his younger brother. They are also a great creative pair. So it looks like though Joe and Demi aren't together now, the two have no hard feelings toward each other. Shane Harper and Bridget Mendler. The hardest thing about ending a relationship is that the longer you are with that person, the more time it takes for you two to get over them. That was exactly the case with Shane Harper and Bridget Mendler. The two met on the set of Good Luck Charlie. They were just 15 and 16 years old when they met. Initially, Mendler wasn't the biggest fan of Harper. In an interview, she said that maybe he was too boisterous for her in the beginning. But 2 years later, they were in the same friend group and he just wore her down. He was very chivalrous and persistent about what he wanted, and eventually, Mendler reciprocated those feelings. The couple dated for a while and seemed to be a strong pair until it all came to an end. But Mendler was able to channel the pain of her breakup into art. She branched into the music industry and says that her single Atlantis was definitely inspired by the end of the relationship. She revealed that she was so overwhelmed by emotional numbness that she was like a city overcome by waves and dumped in the ocean. She went on to say that after being in love for so long, it was scary and confusing to deal with the loss of that feeling. Ricky Ullman and Allison Michalka. Do you remember the show Phil of the Future? It starred Allison Michalka and Ricky Ullman. The two played a pair of best friends, but apparently more was going on behind the scene. On the show, Ullman's character Phil Diffie had been traveling with his family on vacation back to the past and got trapped there. While in the past, he met his neighbor, played by Michalka, and the two eventually fell in love. The show had a relatively short lifespan and only ran from 2004 to 2006. What's interesting is, we still saw the two stars separately after the show had wrapped, but most people had no idea that they were together. Michalka appeared in Easy A and had a relatively successful music career, and Ullman continued to work for Disney. He had a short appearance in Kim Possible, So the Drama, and That's So Raven. He also starred in the Disney Channel original movie, Pixel Perfect. He even appeared on other networks when he was cast in the ABC family television movie, Searching for David's Heart, and on an episode of House. While these two were achieving fame separately, they were also dating. They were just very good at keeping it a secret. They dated from 2005 to 2011. That's such a long time to keep a secret. Dove Cameron and Ryan McCartan. Sometimes you meet someone and you just know. Other times you meet someone and you think you know, you get engaged, and then it just all falls apart. Unfortunately, that is what happened when it came to Dove Cameron and Ryan McCartan. They met on the set of Liv and Maddie and were instantly a Disney fan favorite. When they initially got engaged, Cameron told People magazine that they were both very clear with each other and they both knew that they each were the person for the other. There was no one else. Cameron also shared that McCartan had told her early on that he wanted to get married young. They even started a musical duo called The Girl and the Dreamcatcher and went on the road together. But not even 6 months after their engagement, it became apparent that the two had split. McCartan took to Twitter to express his sadness. He said that Cameron had decided the relationship was no longer what she wanted, but that the two still loved each other very much. He also asked fans to please be sensitive to the issue because it was already painful enough. We are sad that the two could not work things out, but Cameron seems happy in her new relationship as well. Olivia Holt and Luke Binward. The two met on the set of Girl vs. Monster and seemed to be in the relationship for real. After all, most Hollywood relationships don't last for a year, but Holt and Binward seem to have found a way to make it flow smoothly. Since they first met, they had been seen going on trips, romantic beach dates, and to prom together. Initially, fans wondered if something was actually going on between the two of them until Binward put all the rumors to rest on a Skype interview and announced that they were together. Unfortunately, on Binward's birthday in 2014, Holt posted a picture of Luke to Instagram and said he was her best friend, which made fans wonder what was up between the two of them. One thing that Binward and Holt seemed to agree on was keeping the specifics of their relationship under wraps. For a while, it seemed as if no one knew what was up between the two of them. Were they together? Had they separated? Now, the air seems to finally be clear and the two aren't on the same side anymore. But that doesn't mean that they aren't happy. Holt is in a new relationship and appears to be doing just fine. So while we are sad that the relationship didn't last for the long haul, we will always remember the adorable Instagram pictures they gave us during that time. Hilary Duff and Aaron Carter. All is fair in love and war until you lose the love of your life. Just ask Aaron Carter. He and Hilary Duff met on the set of the Disney Channel show Lizzie McGuire while filming the iconic episode where Lizzie sneaks into Aaron Carter's music video in 2001. After dating for about a year and a half, Carter said that he began to get bored, so he started to get to know fellow Disney actress and singer Lindsay Lohan. The relationship, or fling, with Lindsay Lohan only lasted a few months, but Duff and Carter were unable to mend the trust that had been broken during that time. Duff seems to have moved on, but Carter can't really let it go. In 2016, he urged people not to be as stupid as he was. He tweeted out that he will spend the rest of his life trying to get the love of his life back, and that fans should be smart and make sure the same doesn't happen to them. One Twitter user responded asking Carter if he was speaking about Duff, to which he replied that he sure was. Since their relationship has ended, Duff has been married and separated, but she still says that there is no bad blood between her and Lindsay Lohan left. She told People magazine that they are both adults now, and whatever happened when they were kids. Miley Cyrus and Nick Jonas. The Jonas Brothers are no strangers to hooking up with Disney starlets. Nick Jonas and Miley Cyrus met back when the Jonas Brothers guest starred on her show Hannah Montana. They kept their relationship under wraps for a while, but apparently it was very intense. Cyrus told 17 magazine that she and Nick loved each other very much. She said that for 2 years he was her 24/7 person. They were arguing a lot though, and it wasn't fun. She admitted that while they were together, Nick had wanted her to get highlights, so she did. But as soon as they broke up, she dyed her hair black. She said that she bawled for a month straight and went into a weird funk when the two called it quits. But afterwards, she was able to force herself to find out who she really was. There have been lots of rumors that Jonas's interest in Wizards of Waverly Place star Selena Gomez had a lot to do with the breakup between him and Cyrus. In a recent skit, Demi Lovato revealed that Jonas dated Cyrus and then went to Gomez and then back to Cyrus. So it's hard to really tell what was the demise of this relationship. One thing is for sure though, the dating pool at Disney must be super small. Chelsea Staub and Joe Jonas. Whenever two actors have an on-screen romance, fans seem to want that romance to flow over into real life. On a few instances where that actually happens, everyone follows every second of the relationship, hoping that it lasts. Chelsea Staub and Joe Jonas met on the set of the short-lived Disney show Jonas, and fans could sense something special between the two. In an interview, Staub said that they really enjoyed each other's company, and that they were like yin and yang. She said that he was very funny and all over the place, and she kept them in line so they balanced each other out. She also revealed that once Joe and Nick rented out an ice skating rink in Central Park for everyone to go skating. She said that it was one of the most beautiful things that she had ever experienced and that she wanted to make it official. Unfortunately, things seemed to simmer out a bit after the show came to an end. Since then, Jonas has dated other women and has started a new band, leaving his Jonas Brothers days in the dust. We wish them both the best of luck finding love, because if this list has taught us anything, it's that lasting love is hard to come by in Hollywood. Dove Cameron and Thomas Doherty. Dove Cameron is no stranger to on-set love. When she met her ex on Liv and Maddie, everyone thought that was it. The two got engaged and seemed to be headed for a happily ever after. But a few months later, the two broke up and we wondered what would be next for Cameron. Romantically, well, apparently there were great things in the cards for this Disney Channel starlet. While filming Descendants 2, she met Thomas Doherty. She told Access Hollywood that the two are super in love, and their compatibility doesn't just stop at their relationship. They are great on screen together as well, so much so that Cameron would like to work with him again. She said that she thought it would be easy to collaborate with him. Professionally and personally, she thinks that he is the love of her life. She especially loves the way that he is in the acting business for the art of it, and not just to be a celebrity. With so many good things to say about Doherty, you would think that it was love at first sight between the two of them. But that wasn't the case. It was actually the rest of the Descendants 2 cast who realized that Cameron and Doherty were meant for each other. We can't wait to see where this relationship goes. That's it for 10 cute Disney couples who met on set. Were you surprised by who is still together? Let us know in the comments.